Hey guys, welcome to Island 5. We're going to go ahead and grab some floats. Use this strategy lightly, modify how you want. I didn't have a lot of time to record for Island 5. I'm going to do the new hero because the new hero does have the ice abilities. And this boss, if you know, it heats up. And so having this hero will be beneficial. If you don't have this hero, go ahead and select any other hero. It is completely fine. We're going to start out with bombs. And we're going to make all of them on strong. And they're all going to be 0, 3, 0. On the floats, you're going to see me, if you place them right, you can put out 4 total and just upgrade them all on the same path. If you have the monkey knowledge, you can put the free dart towards the back end of the map. And we're essentially going to continue on the bombs, even in the land up ahead as well. We want to start preparing for T5s, but if you're not familiar with this particular boss, when the lava or the heat up bar heats up, or that purple one, it's going to freeze towers. It's also going to spit out rocks and lava, and not only freeze towers, but it is also going to take away vision. And so this particular boss, especially when you start out, you're going to want to have similar price towers and preferably lower in price to start out. And so the bombs are a great strategy. Once you get to the bombs up on the island, you'll continue doing the strategy, but I'm going to upgrade those to a 2, 3, 0. And we essentially want to start preparing for our first T5, which is going to actually be Desperado again. It is a very good tower for this particular boss, and there's not a lot of micro, especially when you're using that particular tower against this one. But we can't upgrade him yet. If we just put him out and start upgrading him, then it's only going to freeze that one. So having all of these are a bunch of different towers. Some of them will continue to damage the boss while some of them are frozen. So this strategy is going to help. You're going to want to watch on the right-hand side. As the balloons start coming down, you're going to need to upgrade to add some defense. So you're going to see me upgrade that dart to a 302 and then slowly start putting out Desperado, marking him on strong, and we're going to eventually upgrade him to a 520. Upgrade to a 420 when you can, and then calculate. You'll sell the back bombs as the boss passes and they're no longer in range, and then upgrading as quickly as possible to that T5. Once we get that first T5, you can continue a little bit on the bombs on the left-hand side, but essentially we are going to have to add a little bit more defense on the right-hand side because having Desperado marked on strong, we might have the balloon leakage, and we also need to be prepared for any of when the towers freeze. So when the towers freeze and the balloons are going towards the back end of the map, once they unfreeze, we need towers that are going to be able to clean up the balloons. So you're going to see me upgrade that dart to a 402, and a druid is a great option because it puts vines out, and so even if it freezes, when it unfreezes, no matter where it's on the map, is going to help wherever that druid is. So eventually even upgrading that druid to a T5 is beneficial. The bomb on the back end is strictly to help with the balloon cleanup aspect as well. We are basically kind of helping prepare for the balloon cleanup, but also trying to prepare for more T5. The next Desperado we're going to upgrade is going to be the middle path, and we're going to make it a 042. Every time that ability refreshes, just like now, you're going to target the top path Desperado. And with using this hero, if you put in range ice monkeys, that can be beneficial as well. Remember, ice monkeys cool down the boss. So you're going to see me go ahead and put ice monkeys out to help kind of cool down the boss, in addition to helping with the balloon cleanup and slowing things down. Slowly, we want to start preparing for our next T5. So one of the things I'm going to go ahead and start doing is putting out a T5 sniper. We're going to make it a 502. You can mark it on strong, but be careful because as the balloons pass, if it looks like there's a lot coming, you can mark it on first to help with the balloon cleanup. Upgrade that druid as well to the 4th path in the middle, and eventually, if you can, upgrade to a T5 because when the vines go on the entire track, it's really going to help with all of the balloon cleanup. Ice monkeys within range of the boss are great because it will help with the cooldown, and if you use this hero, it will help in addition to the cooldown, so make sure you're using all of the abilities as well. Upgrade to the T5 sniper when you can. Once you get that T5 sniper upgraded, you can use Desperado's ability and use it on the top path sniper instead. So we were targeting the top path Desperado before. Now every time that ability refreshes, you can target the top path for your sniper. And then another easy tower that we're going to do is going to be the Elite Defender. So you're going to see me go ahead and upgrade to a 205. And this is where you're also going to see me kind of take my snipers, and if I need to, mark them on first and then turn around and mark them on strong. Once you get the Spirit of the Forest, or if you upgrade the Spirit of the Forest, then you no longer need to leave them on first. They can pretty much stay on strong. But until then, one of the things that you'll need to keep an eye on is just that balloon cleanup just in case. I'm going to put another Desperado. I'm going to do the middle path. I'm going to make it a 042. And since it will have two abilities, you can target one with the top path sniper and then one with the bottom path sniper. So both of your T5 snipers, you're going to use the ability one for the one and then one for the other as well. So you're going to see me go ahead and upgrade that. And now that I have two different abilities, you're going to target each one of the snipers every time it refreshes. Unfortunately, we do not have the helicopter to move towers, and the Desperado's top path is a very effective tower. So you saw once the boss passes, you can sell the top path Desperado and then rebuild him towards the back end of the map, since we can't move the towers with the helicopter. As the ball starts coming towards the back end, we also need to really keep an eye on that balloon cleanup, because if all of the towers freeze and that heat up bar comes all the way, then all of the balloons are going to leak towards the back end of the map, and then you potentially have that balloon leakage. So the next T5 tower that I'm going to do is going to be the Spirit of the Forest, where the vines go out on the entire track. And if then now at this point you can take your T5 snipers and mark them on strong, that way they're constantly targeting just the balls and no other tower. And as you noticed at the beginning, I went ahead and put another float out on the back end of the map. So I'm going to go ahead and start my T5. And I'm going to do the middle path marked on strong and make him a 052. You can just honestly save up, and then when you have enough, upgrade when you can. Once you get that upgraded, you can then target that middle path with the Desperado's ability on that back end, and then you can also target your snipers as well. Once you get a good amount of T5s, you can continue upgrading middle paths of the Desperado and then targeting each one of your towers to help as well. And also on that ice block, if you place accordingly, then you can go ahead and recreate. You'll just have to end up selling some of the T5s, so that top path Desperado, you can recreate it towards the back end of the map. Unfortunately, since we don't have the helicopter, we don't have the ability to move. That is pretty much it for this strategy. This is going to get you 79. I know it's not the best score, so feel free to modify. There's so many different things. This is a very lazy strategy. I honestly found with this one that Desperado is a very effective tower that is going to help you get a decent score and a pretty lazy strategy each time. So definitely use that in upgrading the top path, the middle path, and the bottom path. If you micro super hard and you're using the Desperados, you could probably end up selling and creating the Dark Paragon towards the back end of the map. But remember, with this boss, it takes away a lot of its vision and how far it can detect. And it targets your high-priced towers. So if you create a Paragon, it's going to freeze constantly. So you're going to need other towers to help with the balloon cleanup. And it's not going to have a lot of range either, because it takes that range away. And it's going to target that one because that's the high-priced tower that you have out. And that's pretty much my strategy. The only other tower that I really put out is going to be a T5 sniper and making it a 052. Remember, if you do the middle path and you do it all the way, then it will boost your other snipers that you have out. Another thing too is after you get a good amount of T5s, you can spam the planes and do 420s, put them all on Wing Monkey. Or you can spam other towers as well. Remember, the more towers you have out, it will help. And if they're similar in price, will be good. Ice Monkeys, top path, middle path is a very good tower, particularly against this boss when it comes to cooldown. So definitely putting some Ice Monkeys out will help as well. This is my least favorite boss, but it is a decent strategy, very lazy, that will get you a solid score each time. I hope you guys all enjoy. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you haven't. And if you want to support me in-game, my in-game creator code is mthegoddess, just like my YouTube channel. Appreciate you guys so much, and I hope you guys all have an amazing weekend. Bye, guys.